What's up YouTube, KnifeKrazy here. I have a sharpening demo for you on the new Kazak Poland. I am actually, this time I'm going to do a regular pocket type knife that's got about a 3.5 inch blade on it. I'm using the U-joint adapter, so it takes the clamps that's on this normally. You put the U-joint, which is an accessory that you can buy with it, and so you bring the clamps up closer together so it makes it easy for smaller knives. So I'm going to demo real quick from dull to sharp. I'm going to use the Hapstone, the Vendu bonded diamond stones, 80 grit, the 150 grit, and then I'm going to have a Strop. So I'm going to use those 3 stones. I'm going to take it from dull to sharp, and hopefully, you know, pretty quick. Just a little FYI, if this is the first video of mine that you watched to do with this sharpener, I suggest going ahead and stopping this video now, going to the first video that I made of this sharpener, so it tells you everything about it, okay? The details of everything and how to set it up, and the way the gear angle up here works, and everything about it. The first initial impressions and kind of review of it. All right, this is just going to go, I'm not going into great details with the sharpener. This is going to just to use it real quick, okay? So now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get going with the sharpening. So I'm going to show you real quick how dull this knife is. I mean, it won't even nowhere near grab it, as you see, okay? Very dull. All right, so what we're going to do is, I've already just to stop a little bit at a time, I've already put the angle that I wanted at. It's at 22 degrees right now, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, and I had the knife in the clamp already, set my angle where I wanted it, and I'm gonna show you real quick how I did that. Get it right here. Tighten it up. All right, now the knife's in there, we're good and tight. I have the 80 grit bonded diamond stone already in the clamp here. I'll show you real quick how to take them in and out. Very simple, pull back on the spring, put it in here, pull back, let the spring off. Now it's locked in, okay? That's how that works. All right, so you can do the Sharpie method. Let's say I've never had this in, just got the knife in. You can either choose to reprofile it. So you put it at what angle you want to put it at, so it don't matter. I mean, you do what you want to do. Or if you want to do the factory angle, then you take a Sharpie, put a Sharpie on it, and you take a stone and do it a little bit, and you see where it's taking off the Sharpie at, and if it's up too high or down too low, you want to get it kind of just right, so you'll keep that factory angle and then set it and lock it down, okay? Then you can start sharpening it. But I've already done that. I know that I'm at my 22 degrees that I want. I kept the factory angle, so I'm at 22 degrees. So let's go ahead and start sharpening. If this is the very first time you've seen any kind of sharpening system at all, or you don't really know much about sharpening, at this point you're wanting to establish what they call the burr. You'll hear that in the sharpening world all the time. That is your magical word. That's the thing that you're trying to find. So that means when you are taking the metal off of this side, it is rolling up a little piece on the opposite side. So when you go to flip it over and you feel the edge, you'll feel like a little piece of rolled up metal that's wanting to grab your finger. You'll feel that. That's what you're looking for. All the way across from the tip to the heel here, as you want it completely. If you're sharpening and you get the burr here and you get it here, but you don't feel it here, keep going, and you want to feel that entire burr. That's a little sharpening 101 there. I like this system here where this, I mean, you see, one hand, not holding anything. I'm not worrying about that knife moving in the jaws, because that jaw is very secure. You know, I've been sharpening a long time, so I know what I'm feeling for. I know when I get to that tip to be careful. You just go past it just a little bit, work the tip a little bit, and come on back. You don't want to roll that tip at all. All right, starting to feel a slight burr, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and spin it around to the other side. Very easy system to use. Got my rag here somewhere. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Got it ready. I'm going to try to do equal amounts of, I mean, I'm not counting it or anything, so, and doing what I'm doing here, if it's a real expensive knife, something you don't want to worry about scratching or anything, I would definitely suggest not to do this, but this is an old work knife, and I'm just showing it for demo purposes here. So wipe off that excess so I can see what's going on. Okay, I can feel the burr. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna do this side a little more. All right, flip it over. When you feel good rolled up metal there. You know, I'm going fast here, so, you know, like I said, I'll try to talk a little bit along the way, but, you know, I don't want to make the video way too long, but so I'm just trying to get it done for you because I don't want to do any kind of editing, so. Wipe it off. Flip it over. I like to go downward to feel the burr. All right, that's feeling pretty good. Do a little bit more on this side. Your first stone is your most important stone. You want to definitely establish that burr all the way across this edge. If you don't do the first stone right, there's no point in even sharpening. All right, I think we're good. A bit more on this side, equal amount. Okay, back this side. All right, the 80 grit is done now. Go ahead and clean it up. Go ahead and switch it out. Grab the 150. And depending on how sharp you want it, how mirror edge, how whatever, is how far you want to take it. I mean, you take it right on up to 160,000 grit or whatever you want to do. mean, that 80 grit will shave hair off your arm. So, like I said, that first stone is the important stone. You do that first stone right, you'll have a sharp knife at the end. This one here, you don't, basically all you want to do with the next stones after that first stone is just remove your grind lines. Just doing that upward. But you see me starting to do the upward, you know I'm done with that stone. I just do that until just a few times on each side. All right, put that up. Let's clean it off. All right, now it's strop time. Got the strop here. Leather strop, by the way. It's let me get the camera right. Got aluminum backing on it so that it fits this. All right, downward motions only on the strop. Do not want to cut into the leather. I mean, if it's a work knife, anything like that, you just want a sharp knife. As you see, folks, it don't take long at all. Not that big of a deal. I mean, where it takes a long time if you want to do the mirror edges and stuff, yeah, I mean, some knives could take 2-3 hours to do a real highly polished and do it right. But if it's all about just getting a sharp knife, as you see, you can get a sharp knife real quick. My next video that I'm gonna do, if you're watching this one, I'm gonna sharpen this knife here, the big kitchen knife on it. So what I'm gonna do is take the U-joint off, and I'm gonna put it clamps just like it would if you bought it without the U-joint, and show you how to sharpen a larger knife on it. All right, just a few more times. I like to just do some quick back and forth. Sharpening is very enjoyable if you like it as a hobby or whatever. It's, to me, kind of calming. You know, just give you something to do, keep you busy, and it's neat to see the accomplishment at the end. You know. All right, good enough for me. Clean off the edge a little bit here. Let's do a quick flip it here. Let's do a quick push cut. Let's see. Hard at this angle I'm at here. Let's see. Y'all see that? All right, it went from a while ago, wouldn't even grab it. All right, now let's take it out the clamp and let's cut the phone book paper like normal. All right, let's see what it does now. Let's see, make sure the camera, you can see it good here. See that? I say it's sharp. I mean, I don't know how much time, I'm 15 minutes in, I've done a lot of talking even before that. So that's how sharp it is. So 15 minutes in, and if I was doing no talking, I could have just sat down, put it on there, done. Probably within 10 minutes, have a completely dull knife that I was putting in my hands. It wasn't even hurting. I wouldn't do that now. All right, that is how to sharpen a regular pocket knife with the U-joint using the Kazak Pro. And stay tuned for the next video, the third installment. Well, I'll show you how to sharpen. This is a 7.5 inch Santoku. I'm gonna sharpen it at 15-degree angle, and I'm gonna use the main attachment without the U-joint attachment. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.